In today's video, we're going to discuss Seedborn Muse here and some clones from it from each color. So get your panties in a bind. So, me Seedborn Muse, whenever you see untap all permanents during each player's untap step. So that's a pretty good effect. Everybody loves this. Everybody targets this immediately. This one has a corn neck and breasts for somehow. It's like a praying mantis flower with corn. It makes me uncomfortable. So Awakening is one from green. We're going to start with green. Awakening says the beginning of each player's untap all creatures and lands. And this is really interesting because it's old, so it's everybody's. So each player's upkeep, they untap all lands and creatures. I guess it's untap everybody's stuff all the time. This sounds so tedious. It's just everybody's untapping all the time. Play this at your own discretion. Curse of Bounty. Whenever the cursed players attack, everybody untaps all their non-permanents, and then you do the same when other people do it. These curses are fun. Next here, we've got Quest of Renewal. So it's one of those quests from Zendikar. As long as there are 4 more quest counters on it, you untap all creatures you control during each player's untap step. And this one's only 2 mana, but it takes a little bit to quest counters on it. But I mean, if you're in an elf deck, you're gonna use this real fast. All right, moving into white, there's a few options. Nothing actually else untaps all permanents thing. The rest of the colors don't really do all permanents, but white has Prop Room and Dazzling Theater, and Prop Room untaps each creature you control during each other player's untap step. Of course, that's a very white thing to do, and the same goes for Drum Bellower. Untap all creatures you control during each player's untap step, and this one has flying as well, so there's some effects if you really like untapping your creatures and stuff. White Plume Adventurer does the same. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you do it if you've completed a dungeon only. It takes you to the initiative. You take the initiative. Okay, you get it. Okay, moving to blue, Faces of the Past. This, whenever you do a creature is put in a graveyard from play, tap or untap all creatures that share a creature type with it. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play. Oh, I just read it. Oh my gosh, So you can tap or untap creatures of the same type. Pretty cool. What the hell? Unstoppable Plan. I just picked this one up, actually. Not the yellow border, because it hurts my eyes. But at the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Cool enabler. And it's got Shark in the background. Moving on to red, because black does not like untapping permanents. It just does not. You're going to be hard-pressed to find anything. I looked for like an hour trying to find a thing that was similar to Seedborn Muse in black, and it just doesn't exist. Red does stuff like when combats, so it'll untap all your creatures during like different combats and such. So Aki Battle Squad, whenever one of more modified creatures you control attack, you untap all modified creatures you control, and there's some additional combat phase. Aomer, Marshal of Rohan, whenever more attacking legendary creatures you control die, you untap all your creatures, extra combat. Yeah, so red is like exclusively only untaps things when they're either gaining control of it for the turn or doing extra combats. Going to multicolor, there's actually some really cool ones. Ivory Tusk Fortress is if you're an Abzan color, so you untap each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it during each other player's untap step. Great card for those +1/+1 counter decks. Murkfiend Liege untaps blue and or green creatures you control. So that's awesome, and it's an anthem for both of those types. And he's got yucky fish lips and a beard. Oh, Hobby Caleria untaps all archers you control during each player's untap step, which is really niche. I actually genuinely like this. Might be planning a deck with it. I don't know. We'll see. It's a little bit one note with the archer thing, but it's kind of fun. Prophet of Krufix. Note this is banned in Commander, but you untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. There's a reason this thing's banned, especially because you can cast creatures that they had flash. Teferi, who slows the sunset, is super cool. His ult gives you an emblem that you untap all permanents you control during each other player's untap step, which is pretty cool. So I guess I lied. This is a white and blue card that does the same thing as Seedborn Muse, but it is a loyalty ability that takes a little while to build up to, so there's no guarantee you're going to do it. But hey, it's a really cool emblem. Paradox Engine, also banned in Commander. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents you control, which is freaking awesome. Of course, there's a reason it's banned in Commander. Unwinding Clock. You untap all artifacts you control during each other plays untap step. Of course, if you got artifact lands and all that jazz, that could do your lands too, but in an artifact deck, most of your stuff's going to be artifacts anyway, so this is almost the Seedborn Muse for those types of decks. All right, and that's pretty much everything. At least that's pretty similar to Seedborn Muse. So if you guys haven't already, check out the Arcane Fortress link down below. They've got so many cool products, especially deck boxes, and they've got extra space for dice sometimes with the deluxe version and high quality design. Arcane Fortress, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Let me know what you guys think, and check out the affiliate links down below as well. I'm sorry I don't have a lot of energy this week. So much happening. Yeah, I've been up since 5:30, so it's I'm very tired, and it's, what time is it? It's 7:30 p.m. So I've been up for a long time, so I'm very tired, so I apologize for the lower quality video. Hopefully you like these cards. Make sure you share with your friends. Let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see next time. So join me next week for your weekly dose of magic.